Denn irgendwas wird gleich so oder so geschehen.
The city gate is swarming with Millilith and the Fatui?
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Tja, wir können nicht einfach tatenlos zusehen.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse?
Tja, den Grafen.
Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
Es gibt nur einen Ort, wo er hingehen könnte. Behaupte ich jetzt einfach mal, ohne es zu wissen. Aber gut, nächster Auftrag abgeschlossen. Jetzt Herz aus Zucker geht zur Goldstube. Wo auch immer die jetzt hier ist. Irgendwo dort drüben. Und wie sieht es eigentlich aus? 30 weitere Urgesteine. Gut. Das ist genau das, was wir jetzt noch brauchen, um ein letztes Mal den Zhongli-Banner zu benutzen. Eventuell haben wir Glück und wir kriegen ihn. Oder wir kriegen noch ein weiteres Mal Xingyang, Chongyun oder Razor. Komme was wolle. Die Chancen stehen nicht so gut. Na gut, und ein bisschen trinken muss man natürlich jetzt auch. Also schön, die Goldstube. Befindet sich weiter außerhalb als ursprünglich erwartet. Allerdings wussten wir bis eben selbst überhaupt nicht, wo genau die Goldstube jetzt liegt. Es wäre vielleicht missionstechnisch dann doch ein bisschen angenehmer gewesen. Hätten wir vielleicht jetzt doch erstmal ein paar Nebenmissionen gemacht. Aber hey, manchmal muss man Nebenmissionen machen und manchmal einfach sehr strikt der Story folgen. Wie jetzt zum Beispiel. Denn alles Weitere wäre jetzt nicht gerade sehr praktisch gewesen. Außerdem interessiert es mich jetzt auch ein bisschen, wie denn die Goldstube aussieht. Unspektakulärer als erwartet. Ja, wirklich unspektakulärer als erwartet. Gut, Gold und Schatten. Auf der Suche nach der Wahrheit erreichst du das Zentrum des Wirbelwindes. Inmitten des Goldes erwartet dich irgendjemand. Na gut, dann starten wir so die Herausforderung. Eine Herausforderung, was auch immer das am Ende hier sein mag. Aber wie kommt man jetzt eigentlich darauf, ausgerechnet hier in der Goldstube nach den Grafen zu gucken? War in den vorangegangenen Parts irgendwas erwähnt worden?
Wow.
Weshalb es diesen Grund hier
This is
gibt?
the golden house? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora.
Ja, jetzt sehe ich es auch. Ebenso wie die ausgeschaltete Wache dort drüben.
This is where all of Tibet's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing.
Wenn das so einfach wäre, wäre dieser Ort schon längst geleert worden.
Oh, so it's a trap. Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true.
Irgendetwas scheint hier nicht in Ordnung zu sein.
Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here?
Sie wirken alle bewusstlos.
Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
Allein eigentlich so den Leichnam aufzubahren. Nicht gerade so gut. Viel zu leichtsinnig. Also gut, erst einmal erhöhen wir unsere Verteidigung. Dann unseren Angriff. Oder die kritische Trefferrate. Und dann unseren Angriff. Es ist immerhin ein Dungeon hier.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way.
Sieht aus, als wäre ich gerade zur rechten Zeit da gewesen.
Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort?
Man weiß es nicht, ehe man's probiert hat.
Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Qixing are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires.
Nicht solange ich da bin. Dieses Mal nicht.
I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there?
Ich kann dich niemals besiegen. Ich fürchte, du irrst dich.
Fighting talk, I love it. Now let's see you live up to it.
Gut, auf in die Schlacht. Gegen den Grafen. Wo ist er?
This chance
Here.
is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Cowering already?
Verdammt nochmal!
Retribution! Submit for justice! Swift and merciful!
Warte mal, können wir den eigentlich anvisieren?
A fine opportunity! So quick to flee!
Das gibt's doch nicht!
Passable effort. Poor timing. Try this. There can be no
Was zum...
passable effort.
A touch of pride.
Ach, verdammt, wir müssen noch eine Minute hier durchhalten.
Not bad, not bad. Cowering already?
Swift and merciful.
Verdammt nochmal, wie viel Zeit brauchen wir noch hier?
How unbecoming. Poor timing. Passable effort. You've made some progress. Passable effort.
Spirit Flame, attack!
Cowering already? Passable effort. Fine opportunity. Celestial Voyager.
Alter Schwede! Der übertreibt wirklich ein bisschen.
Wasn't meant for this world.
Und wir haben nicht mal ansatzweise genügend Nahrungsmittel mehr hier.
You've made some progress.
Verdammt noch mal.
Poor timing.
A touch of pop. Spirit flame.
Not bad, not bad. Not bad. You've got a trick or two. Haha, good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Retribution!
Oh, wir wurden markiert und Verdammt, wo ist der Kerl?
You've got some skills.
One with my blade.
Einfach so auszuweichen. Oh, das gibt's doch nicht. Weitere
Gotcha.
7 Sekunden.
Swift and merciful. I'll crush you.
You've got some skills. No use hiding back there.
Okay, der ist mir jetzt langsam wirklich ein bisschen zu nervig hier.
All you do is run.
One with my blade. Submit for judgment.
Wie zum Henker kann der mich eigentlich die ganze Zeit markieren?
Skills.
Okay, und sag jetzt nicht hier an von Skills zu reden. Denn das ist es jetzt sicherlich nicht.
You've got some skills.
Let's dance!
Okay, auf zur nächsten Runde.
One with my blade.
Bringen wir hier alles zum Verdampfen. Okay, schnell mal zur Seite. Oh. Ah, verdammt nochmal. Immer das
You've got some
Gleiche hier mit den Knaben. Ey, verdammt nochmal. Während ich hier erst jemanden regeneriere, sollst du verdammt nochmal mich nicht angreifen.
skills.
Und hör auf, das Skills zu nennen. Das sind keine Skills.
Swift and merciful.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking more Axis Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Das nenne ich meine böse Transformation. Der Graf, der Letzte unter den 11.
This is going to cost you!
Oh, verdammt, der Graf!
Did you simply move faster? Or did you read the information in the gold mouse to be on purpose? No matter. Hand the gnosis over now! Don't make me take it from you!
We didn't take it!
Tja, hier liegt jetzt aktuell wirklich ein Missverständnis vor. Also wir haben nun wirklich das göttliche Herz genommen. Oh, aber ich wünschte mir eigentlich wirklich, es gäbe eine Möglichkeit, den Gegner anzuvisieren. Ohne dass wir selbstständig die Kamera neu ausrichten müssen. Oh oh, oh oh. Nicht schon wieder dieser Wal. Monstro hat diesmal keine Chance gehabt. Okay, wie hat er mich jetzt wieder
Die here.
anvisieren können? Oh nein, nicht schon wieder der verdammte Wal! Oh nee! Hä? Also ernsthaft, eine einfache Anvisierung! Wäre doch auch nicht verkehrt gewesen!
Let the show begin!
Die here.
Oh, nicht schon wieder!
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world. A touch of frost.
Oh nee! Und wieso zum Kugeln ist jetzt die Wand feurig?
Submit for judgment. There can be no excuse for defeat.
Also ernsthaft, uns gehen langsam die Nahrungsmittel hier aus.
A touch of frost.
Let the show begin! Ah!
Die here.
Very close.
Okay, wenn wir so anvisiert sind. Bringt alles nichts. Aber Chong Yun ist jetzt aktuell wirklich der beste Kämpfer im Kampf gegen den Grafen. Oh, jetzt komm. Oh, jetzt habe ich den... Oh, das ist doch nicht euer Ernst! Okay, Regenerationsmaßnahmen. Haben wir hier irgendwas? Okay, eine Überlastung konnten wir jetzt auch nicht hinkriegen.
Die here.
Oh, nicht schon wieder. Nein, 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 dieses Mal erwischt mich der Nachwahl nicht. Verdammt, wo ist er? Oh! Okay, die Zeit des Urteils ist gekommen.
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of The foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
Tja. Es liegt daran, dass wir nach und nach meine ursprüngliche Kraft wiederherstellen.
You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against...
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Rex Lapis lebt noch.
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this. I absolutely detest working with those who are weaker than I. The truth is, the world belongs to those of us who desire to become strong. I seldom willingly mingle with any dull and boring weaklings who think otherwise. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Tja, nicht nur das, du wolltest sie auch noch kopieren.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.